All right, let's do the Week 15 review. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays, whatever you celebrate. We're all one loving bunch here. Following my YouTube, make sure to like, subscribe. I need to get those subscribers up to 1,000 for honest reasons. People, when they're on here, they don't tell you honestly sometimes. I don't get paid until I get 1,000. But if I get 1,000, I start getting paid. I will do contests to give some of that money back. That's part of what I want to do to get all of us engaged and to help people more. Not a good week. I will show you my DFS tracking. I track everything. Uh, DraftKings now through 15 weeks, 9-6 was a losing week, but as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 of 8 weeks were profitable, and right, 3, 4, 6 of 7 were profitable. Trying for that 7 of 8, and not this week. And made some mistakes. I will tell you, this is a tip that you should learn. Pretty good cash game score, but it was not good enough. I beat my friend Ryan here. This is just some of my head-to-heads, but here's the issue. In what I did wrong. I mean, it's right at the top. All right, Sam Howell's not a cash game play. I figured with the game being a high total, I'll walk you through what I was thinking in this. That I didn't want to have two Rams. I don't mind having two 49ers. In hindsight, I don't know why I didn't just go 500 more and pay up for Purdy. I just didn't want to have Stafford and Williams, which I could have. 9 more points. I'm not sure what that would have gotten me. You look at some of the double ups that, so like this one I didn't cash. So I would have had 9 more points if I played Stafford. Would it? Yeah, wouldn't have been good enough. It still would have been short, but not a play I should have had. Don't mind the running backs. Williams, Elliott, and McCaffrey probably could have got off Elliott, but the teams that all cashed here didn't. I mean, let's just go head to head with what cash game lineups did cash. Let's just go to the min. Yeah, the min was about 169. 162. I always say 150 and you're golden, and I was right at it, but it was pretty straightforward. So what I did was I thought the running backs were easy, as you can see with the same with the guy here that cashed. Williams at home. Elliott because of the usage, not necessarily a great matchup, and not a, that's the other thing too, is like, I'm a Patriots fan, but that has nothing to do with it. I liked Elliott only because he was the only trick in town, and he played a majority, and but it was a kind of a crappy day. The Patriots probably weren't going to score a lot of points, but he could have, had a lot of usage. 5 receptions is good at 5,800. Just needed a little more, a touchdown, and that kills. But Elliott is, it doesn't matter because everybody played him, so that's not where that hurt me. See, that's when you play the chalk in cash games in 50-50s. You can have that. Very straightforward, I thought, for receivers. Rashid Rice, his target usage only at 6,100 in a favorite spot. I loved him. Reed against Tampa, that was easy. And then I went with Shaheed, which was not a good play. That's a GPP play. And I'm not sure, just not a smart play. Who was it? There was someone else that was a much better play in that I can't think of. Someone was scratched last minute, and I thought, but I'll get to that. Of course, McCaffrey, Williams, and Elliott. And then the tight end, listen, they were both chalky. And Croft at $100 more. I didn't want to have two Packers, but it worked, for this lineup on the right, having Three Rams. And he had four Rams in a cash game, which I wouldn't advise to do. This is probably more of a GPP lineup that he threw in here because he has Stafford, Nakua, Robinson. There's no run back and Williams. Um, but it's not, more likely than not, I would not do that. But the mistakes I made really were here because that's a GPP guy, those are GPP plays. Um, and Howell didn't even finish the game. Oh, I had Samuel in here, and I took him out, which cost me. So had I kept Samuel in there, I would have cashed everywhere. So that I could have actually still kept Howell in, but didn't need to play Howell. Um, and that's how that was. That just didn't work out last week. Best GPP score, what? And on that I've been better this year. You can see my GPP score is 180.86, which is very good. I play these $1 237 man contests. Finished eighth. I had a Levis. I went Levis to Hopkins to Oakwo, whatever his name is, and still finished eighth. And this is what I mean about smaller contests. Smaller contests, 237 people, $1. You're not going to get as sharp players, but you don't have to have those scores in the 200s. This is a miss on my stack, except the run back. The run back of Brown, which I thought was a sharp play because people feared Brown with a backup quarterback. But I finished 17 points from winning this contest, which would be 40 times my money, with my stack missing out, right? I mean, Levis at 5,400, pretty good. But in other tournaments that you play in, and Purdy, I don't know why I didn't have even more of Purdy. He's the easy play. But even that being said, I still only missed by 17 points because I had, with Levis in that stack, I was able to load it up with McCaffrey, Williams, and Cook. I went with three running backs because I really like Cook against Dallas. But, I mean, this is crazy because if I had just gone with Crafts in here and maybe did a skinny stack, I could have won this easily with Levis as my quarterback. So I like my process. This got 166. This was a Love to Dobbs to Reed with a run back of nobody. McCaffrey, Williams, McLaren. That was 166 cashed. 152 with a Love to Dobbs to Reed with Otten, Samuel in there. And then this stack did not work out. Zappy I tried with Parker and Elliott and a run back of Rice. I thought Zappy, the way he played against the Steelers, would be a little bit more. So that's it, guys. I'm looking at coffee makers for Christmas. Have yourself a wonderful holiday, and we'll talk next week.